welcome to a new video. Today it's a special one. We are in Kyoto sampling the Tommy Kaira ZZ. So today is definitely one of those days that you can cross off things off the bucket list. 1995 was the year the Tommy Kaira ZZ was launched. I was still in high school in Japan at that time, and it's always been a dream of mine to experience this car. I drove with it digitally on Gran Turismo as a kid, and now to finally experience it, I totally understand what the whole concept was about. All right, so let's start actually here in Kyoto at the headquarters, or rather the Tommy Kaira studio, where Mr. Tomita manages the whole company from. And we're basically gonna kind of go back and understand where the company kind of materialized, started from, the transition into all the cars they started customizing first before starting their own lineup of ZZ and of course the ZZ2. So let's get going. We'll talk to the man himself and kind of get an understanding of how it all came to be.
とりあえず僕が23歳の時にトミタオート商会っていうのを開設して、そこからずっと自動車。で最初は自動車を輸入したりして輸入車日本にほとんど見たことないようなものをヨーロッパから輸入してて、それがだんだん車を作るようになったんです。
So as soon as you step in, we see two beautiful ZZs here on display in the main studio gallery here. And you know, it's such a cool thing for me to be seeing these cars because, you know, I never really managed to kind of shoot one. There was one in Tokyo, I actually saw Tatsumi years back, and I always love how they looked, what they kind of stood for, you know, the lightweight sports car approach, aluminum chassis, just over 600 kilos, NA engine. Of course, it was running an SR20, and the looks alone were something so special. And of course, the cars that I did get to see in Japan were all customized, and people, of course, love to kind of put their own original touches on these. It's such a simple concept, right down to the interior itself. You can see how the gear linkage is laid out. Very simple dashboard. All the instrumentation you would ever need. And this car we're looking at right now, the silver one, is actually the very first concept, right? This is number one, yeah?
Yeah, number one.
Yeah. That's absolutely crazy. This is a piece of Japanese automotive history right here. And it still has the original writing on there. And how about this yellow one? What is the yellow one about?
This is a sales car.
Sales car.
Yeah.
Is this on sale right now, or?
If some people.
Oh, there you go. You heard it. There's one ZZ on sale in Japan right now. So this is also running the same kind of base, yeah. SR20 DE.
May I open the hood?
Please, yeah. I'm kind of always interested to see how it kind of comes off and. Oh, simple.
Yeah, very simple.
And for the roof, you guys just, what, 4 bolts and you can remove it?
Yes,
Yeah.
remove, and we can put on here, like a turtle shape
Ah, on top of the.
here.
All right. That's such a cool idea.
This is not wing, so remove this
Right,
off
right.
and onto here.
That's awesome. I never realized that. And wait, this is on carburetor?
Yes, carburetor.
Even they're always on carburetor.
Yeah, all cars are carburetor.
I had no idea. I thought they're all fuel injected. No way. CR carbs, flat, guillotine style bike carbs, basically.
Yes.
That's wild.
Keihin.
Keihin,
Yeah,
yeah.
FCR carburetor.
That's wild. I had no idea. See, it just perfectly shows that, you know, I never really got a chance to even see these cars in detail. So, kind of discovering these things. You can see the SR, unmistakable cam covers on the SR. Really nice kind of airbox covering the velocity stacks and fed by a filter box on the side here. It's just simple layout. And the transmission for these was the stock
Yeah,
SR.
original,
Yeah,
from Pulsar.
from the Pulsar. Yeah, of course, because transversely mounted rather, not from a Silvia or 180.
小さいオートバイとかね、
オートバイからね。
こんなちっちゃいのとかね、作り出して、それでさっきの原付のコメットっていうのを作って、それから今度はチューニングカー。日本ではチューニングカーっていう言葉がみんな知らなかったのね。改造車。
改造車。
っていう名前でね。
So yeah, I'm still blown away that this was a carburetor. The response must be incredible.
Yeah, response is very good. So all of the analogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no brake booster, no ECU.
It's basically direct connection to the car.
Very lightweight, so
Yeah.
don't need a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
man.
most Tomita thinking, so this car is not racing car.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for fun to drive. So
Yeah.
directory control and lightweight. This is very good driving.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think this is exactly why you guys need to redo this car, I think. Because today cars are just too complicated. Too much electronics, and people kind of they're missing the direct connection, right? To the, like the older cars had, and I think this could be the answer. Absolutely crazy.
It makes car more heavy every year.
Yeah, heavier,
Control, yeah.
more controls, more electronics. I mean, I understand there's a lot of regulations that people, manufacturers need to meet, but I think when you're a low volume manufacturer, you can kind of skip a lot of those, right? That's so cool. And this is the original grille at the back. Actually, I did notice that a lot of owners that still have these cars actually remove the grille for better cooling. Plus, you can see all the intricacies of the suspension layout, the chassis, how the engine sits. Specs here. The power to weight ratio, 690 kilos, so almost 700. Just under 200 horsepower and 20 kilogram meters of torque. I think that's a perfect recipe for a lot of fun behind the wheel.
AMG ってあるじゃないですか、AMG の日本総代理店ということで契約したんですよ。そこからチューニングカーやりだして、でだんだんスポーツカーを作りたいなというのをね、コンプリートカー、そういうコンプリートカーというあれが日本にはなかったのね、でまあそうね、違法改造なんですよ、当時はみんな。それを僕は全部届け出をして日本の審査にパスして、それでやりだしたんですよ。そうすると一番最初ベンツだね、メルセデスだったんですけど、それがうまくいってきたから結局日産自動車、大自動車メーカーとタイアップするようになって、でやはりそういう大きい会社とやるには違法なことは一切してはいけないじゃないですか。その辺がやっぱり社会性もあったのね。でちょうどよかったのはやはりNHK とかね、日経新聞とか、それとか取材にいっぺんに応じてくれたんで、それがさっと広がったよね。
So this car is actually, you were saying, potentially on sale because you guys picked it up secondhand.
Yeah, this is we can say in this car, but the price is very difficult because the ZZ is very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so too many users customize like that car.
Yeah, like this one outside, which we'll take a look at in a second.
The original one is very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, very few original cars. Many people put on a big wing and canard and modify the engine, but this is a completely original and the restoration.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit expensive than other cars.
And this has just over 10,000 kilometers on the odometer?
Yeah, and the mileage is very low. Under 10,000.
Under 10,000. This is wild. This is a piece of history.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the front. So the front cowl is basically held together with these
Yeah.
little knobs. I'll help you. Do I just keep taking it off, or?
Yes, only by hands.
We love it. Manual approach. So it comes off.
Yeah, pro is no.
One piece with the fenders. And you can see how the front of the chassis and suspension is laid out. So double wishbone with the coils going right in the middle, coilovers. Is that a trunk?
Yes.
That's awesome. Little boxed away storage area. You got your battery in there, fluids. I think that's a Nissan washer tank. That's so cool. So, we're kind of drooling over how simple these cars are, how analog they are, but if you started remaking the ZZ today, could you make it like this, or is there too many regulations that will stop
Yes, because
you
this
guys?
carburetor style is a can't pass the gas check.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to use an injection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we want to make a more simply and lightweight ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, all the chassis is aluminum or aluminum for you guys in the States. And the body's all FRP, yeah?
FRP, yeah.
Yeah.
試作の最初のやつは日本で作りました。
最初は日本、それで
要するに発表用の車はね、全部日本で作って。で、日本で作っても、日本で当然やりたかったんですよ。ところが許可が下りなかったんですね。認証っていうのがあってね。で、それで日本でやる方法とイギリスでやる方法と2つやってたんですよ。で、いくらやっても日本ではダメなんですよ。
あ、そうですか。
とりあえずいくらもこんな段ボールの箱にも書類をいっぱい作って出せっていうかいくら出してもダメなんですよ。
Oh, a red one. And is this completely stock as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is completely original too.
Wow. Oh, it looks so beautiful in red. It kind of reminds me, there's one in Tokyo that sometimes I see at Tatsumi parking area at night. I think it's got T37s, a little bit lower.
Yeah.
It looks so good in red. Man, these are beautiful. They've aged so well, like considering they're 30-year-old cars. But yeah, it's also the white one I wanted to look at up front. I can drive it?
Yeah, of course.
Woo! Oh my god. I don't know if I can fit. Yeah, I could fit. I have issues fitting in Japanese cars. But that's gonna be crazy. So first time driving a Tommy Kaira, man. That's gonna be wild. And this one is another one you guys keep as a part of the fleet, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's something a little bit different going on back here. Let's see if you can spot it. That's running a K-swap.
K-swap. Yeah, open?
From a DC5. So this was actually, the perfect example of the cars that we kind of hinting at, that, owners used to modify these like crazy. And the owner of this one, the previous owner, actually went to the trouble of dumping the SR and putting in a K-swap from a DC5. And Tommy Kaira picked it up, cleaned it up, changed some of the aero things that the previous owner had done to it, which were a little bit too aggressive for them. But now they have 4 cars in their kind of like fleet. So, it kind of is nice to see that, these cars are being looked after and kind of very much a part of Japanese automotive history. It's a little bit more complicated, this one. Wow. That's nuts. It even has an oil cooler with 2 little extractor fans. Wait, is this dry sump?
Yeah, dry sump.
The owner dry sump?
Yes.
A K? My god. This is K20, yeah?
I can do it. Because the engine height is too high, so
Too
we
high,
choose
yeah.
the dry sump and the oil pan is the rest.
So you guys did the dry sump?
Yes.
Oh wow. That's wild. So how does this compare to the original SR? Like, it must be crazy to
Yeah,
drive.
because KA motor is a very good.
So good, right? And we can take this out too today?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, no problem.
really?
Yeah, easy.
This day just keeps getting better and better. Oh my God. Oh wow. Well, I guess we'll probably just get on with that after we talk to the president himself.
これはとりあえずシャーシはアルミの押し出し台っていうことで、当時ではそういう工法をオートバイはやってたけど自動車でやってたとこなかったんですよね。で一番安くて、それから軽くて強くて、ドアのアルミサッシの押し出し台と同じ工法なんで特許は取れなかったんですからね。でそういうシャーシの作り方、そうすると安くて強くて早くできるじゃないですか。でそれに日産自動車からエンジンとかいろんなものを供給を受けて、もちろんマツダのミラー使ったりホンダの何使ったりいろいろしてるけど、ほとんどは日産自動車の提供。
はい。So a little showroom here in the heart of Kyoto. If you do visit Kyoto, I really do suggest you drop by because you have to see these cars up close and kind of understand the history. They have so many cool documentation we'll actually take a look at now because all the older catalogs and the kind of history of the company, how it's progressed over the last plus years. And sometimes if you're lucky, Tomita-san is also here, the man behind it all. So really cool. I've got the original Tommy Kaira ZZ catalog here, so we can actually get to understand what the car looks like underneath. You can see the aluminum chassis and how they kind of laid out the engine here. And of course, little did I know, it was actually running on carburetors the whole time. Radiators on the side to actually get as much air as possible coming in from those big openings here on the side. And the original version was just so simple. Really simple design that has actually aged so well over time. They even created their own 5-spoke wheels. They run R32 rear calipers at the front because, of course, just under 700 kilos. You don't need crazy brakes. It's all about the feel. No assistance for steering, brakes, and of course no electronics whatsoever to manage the engine. Base price was 4.98 million yen. Which in today's money would be what, $30,000. Right, so while we're talking about catalogs here, check this out. This is the Tommy Kaira ZZ2. So the whole idea about this car, which if you're kind of my generation, you understand how special this car was when it came out. It was announced, they created a concept car, ended up even on Gran Turismo. The whole idea was to create a car that would end up being transformed into a race car for Le Mans. Unfortunately, the funding was never found to make the project happen, but they did create one car, and we will go to see it very soon. They even had a concept about a rally version. Well, here I am inside a Tommy Kaira ZZ. Sort of a dream because I never got to drive one of these cars. Unfortunately, I'm slightly too big for this thing. My point of vision is literally the frame of the windscreen, so I feel a bit of a circus monkey. But when you're given a chance like this, you just have to take it. So we'll roll with it, and we're basically going to hunt out some cool roads in the hills of Kyoto. And oh my God, the brakes are no assistance on brakes or steering, so you can imagine how it feels getting used to. All right, we're gonna be first hitting up a gas station to fill up the car, and then hopefully we'll find some nice driving roads. Alright, so we stopped here at the gas station to fill up the ZZs. We're heading up into the hills just above Kyoto. Pretty easy to kind of get out of the city quickly here. It's a really nice kind of area, kind of surrounded by mountains, so you're always not too far away from really nice roads. First time driving the ZZ, probably 10 minutes in now, and I have to say it's a little bit tight. I have my knees right against the actual dashboard, so it's going to be interesting, but it just literally feels so raw. You know, no assistance whatsoever. The response is incredible because of the carbs, of course. Direct steering, no booster for the brakes. It's as raw as it gets, and I haven't had an experience driving a car like this for a long time, since I drove maybe my friend's Elise and Exige back in the day. So really, really refreshing to be driving cars like these, and you know, showing really the importance of having the availability of really simple driver-focused vehicles, just like a Tommy Kaira. Amazing concept, has aged so well, and I really hope they have a chance to bring these cars back, because this is exactly what we need as enthusiasts. So with that said, let's cram inside the cabin again and get going up to the hills. Another interesting fact about the ZZ is the door handle placement. It's so hard to get to, but you basically pull down, and then you can't put weight on the door or here, but you can definitely kind of brace yourself against multiple points. So kind of slide into there. My knee is actually sitting pretty much here against the ETC machine, but you know, can't do anything about it. But what a beautiful, simple cabin. You can see how the seats are kind of pointing inwards, because it's kind of like a triangular shape cabin, and the pedal box super tight. I can't do heel and toe because simply my knees cannot rotate. I can't get much movement on my legs, but the shifter, super direct. It's just really fun to drive. Just got up to 4th gear, but yeah, I want to kind of feel a bit of corner action, so let's go and do that. Okay, so we just arrived at the Arashiyama Takao Parkway, which is actually where Option does their hill climb event. First time I get to drive this road, so not only am I driving Tommy Kaira ZZ, the 1st generation, but even such a cool road. So we had a few corners coming up here, and I already noticed just how sweet the chassis is. It's so light, it just glides through the corners. Like every road imperfection just gets absorbed nicely. It's just kind of like a starter to what I think is coming next. Again, the only issue, I can't really get my hand to go under the steering wheel because of my legs pretty much touching the dashboard. So I have to take it kind of easy, but at the same time, I kind of want to explore what this chassis is all about. And the engine just feels so responsive, really torquey even low down, and the gear shifter is phenomenal. Flick of a wrist and you're kind of, you know, dancing through the gears. Beautiful. But with that said, I think I'm going to jump in, do some proper driving. So you can probably see from this angle, I can't get my hand under my leg here. So I have to literally steer like this with my right arm. But we'll try and get over that and just enjoy the drive. It's so precise, so communicative. You feel everything that's going on. And what a road this is. The sakura just falling. We're just out of the sakura season here in Kyoto. Oh, it's so good. Wow. Might need to wait for the white car to go ahead of it. I'm eating dust. So as you can see, around a hairpin, I have to do this.
rolling back. Trying to get some heat into the pads, which I think are pretty high friction because they're getting better the more I use them. But what a sublime little car. So reminiscent of the original at least. Stays so flat through the corners. Little gearbox. What a great linkage to the factory Nissan box. Of course, the engine is a transversely mounted SR20 DE on carburetors out of a Pulsar Sunny. And Tommy-san obviously had a really good relationship with Nissan at the time to be able to get a manufacturer like Nissan to supply the engine and transmission to create this dream baby. This amazing little beautifully handling car. But this road is absolutely phenomenal. It's like a video game.
一番最初に発表した定価は確か498万だった。
あ、安いですね。
安い。それはいつも思うんだけど、どうして安くできたかっていうと、日産自動車がほとんど原価でくれたんですよ。ありえないことなんですからね。
そうですね。So we have two cars here today, starting off with this red example. This is a recently refreshed, restored ZZ base model, base everything, pretty much as it came in 1995. And it's actually still running on the original Dunlops from the mid-90s, so slightly sketchy around these roads because they're kind of plastic, but an amazing car to experience first. And then we will shortly move over to the white one behind this. And this, on the other hand, is pretty much the complete opposite of the base car. It's been widened, it's got a wide body conversion on it, it's running a K-swapped engine, dry sumped. So basically, the epitome of what you can actually create with a chassis like the Tommy Kaira ZZ. And we are going to try and experience this as well, if I can fit in it. So today has all been about understanding what the Tommy Kaira ZZ was all about from its inception right down to how the kind of design progressed into the ZZ2, the idea behind that car. But to start things off, it was Tomita-san's need to create his own car, a fun little sports car. Basically, after owning a ton of really expensive sports cars and supercars from back in the day, he wanted to create his own vehicle. And it wasn't until he got to experience the Alpine A110, a little French rally car base that we've seen many times here in Japan. I've covered a few on Speed Hunters. It was that experience that really sparked the idea to create something fun, light, and cute looking, right down to the design. And little did he know that it would spawn such a cool little car that has quite the following in Japan and around the world. One thing I love about this car is actually the roof system. It's so simple. It bolts on into 4 spots. And then once you take the bolts off, you place it right on top of the engine cover. And it's got its own little billet stays to kind of anchor it down. And it creates this really clean look at the back. If you go in the white car, you see what the actual engine cowl looks like. So basically the roof pops off and goes right here into these mounting points. Since I can't fit in the modified one, I'm gonna ride passenger, so we'll have an experience from the passenger side, and you can do the driving. All right, so I'm in the K-swapped white one that I couldn't fit in the passenger. Sorry, I tried to
I'm gonna shift gears for you.
Yeah, you hit the white button.
So tight today. These cars were not made. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, English.
I killed the. Oh, yabai jan. Wow. Jesus. Oh my God. The G's.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm okay. This is insane. It's insanity. Oh my God. What the? Holy shit. My God, the grip is insane. I need to breathe. Yeah. No, that's how you drive Toge. You're an animal. Oh my God. What? Okay, I'm just blown now. Like my mind has been blown. I just can't believe the grip. Yeah. It's incredible.
Yes.
It
like
just
a Formula car.
And yeah, it's a formula car basically.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the video, checking out all the history behind Tommy Kaira, even getting to speak with Tomita-san himself, and getting to drive the Tommy Kaira ZZ. It's been a bucket list thing for me to be doing, just like the car I'm standing in front of right now. This is the only Tommy Kaira ZZ2 in the world, RB26 powered, and you can hear it's running. But to find out more about this car, you'll have to check into next week's video. With that said, make sure you subscribe, and until next time, check back soon for more.